Hello and welcome to another Limitless Hair Expert video where we combine top expert advice on hair with self-improvement. And today's subject is how to achieve the most subtle transformation. So this is important to a lot of people, and the reason why is because there's a lot of people that have thin hair and they want to do something about it, but they want to do it in a subtle way. They don't want anyone to notice that they did anything. This is a common thing. I went through this myself. So it's a very important thing. A lot of people use the powders that are called concealers because they can sprinkle them in and it doesn't make much of a change and it just makes a little bit of a darkness so you can't see in the scalp. But doing things subtle is very common for a lot of people because they don't want a big difference from one day to the other. All right. So the way this is done is through something that I invented called a microstrand. And the microstrand is really this. What I invented was something called a microstrand. I'm just going to hold it up to my chin. All right. Because it's really hard to see. This microstrand, it's a filament or thread, if you will, as fine as one single human hair. Matter of fact, when you see this in person, it'll feel like a hair. It'll be soft and flexible like a hair. And the filament itself, this filament, is actually fine and soft like a hair, but it's 10 times stronger than a hair, and it's translucent, meaning the thread itself, the filament itself, can actually be seen right through. So upon contact of the skin or the scalp, it actually disappears. So then the next thing we do, we take a microscopic tip instrument and we feed one human hair at a time onto these microstrands. So now this here is the microstrand after there's one hair at a time added onto it. And if you see, it's very translucent. You see through it. Very subtle. So the microstrand, because it's basically invisible, it's hard to see, you could put any percentage of hair on this, meaning you could put 25% of hair on it, leaving it 75% bare. You could put 10% hair on it, leaving it 90% bare. You could put 50% hair on it. Because this is very difficult to see, feel, or find, you could then put any percentage of hair on this, therefore creating the most subtle transformation. So now people, if they have any sort of hair loss and they want to make a subtle transformation, they can use the microstrand and they can add any percentage they want. They can add 25%, they can add 5% hair if they want. And they can do it gradually as time goes on, or they can just do a subtle change and stop. So that's the beauty about what was invented right now. It allows people now to make very subtle transformations, which has been very helpful to people. So if you want more information about this, just go to our website and you'll get to understand it through looking at our videos, or you can contact us with any questions. So our quote for today is, "The more you don't trade speed for quality, the more effective you'll be with more effort." So what this means is that quality always supersedes speed in everything you do in life, and things you buy and things you do for yourself. So quality is always where it's happening. Always keep a balance between speed and quality. There's a lot of things we have to get through and that we have to speed up, but don't ever sacrifice speed for quality. And that means everything. Don't eat too fast. You're better off eating good foods. Eat it slower, all right? Don't shop too fast. You're better off taking your time, figuring out what you want to get. Everything. If you're exercising, it's more important the quality, the form of when you exercise, as opposed to getting through the exercise faster. Even with hair, when I think about hair, quality is there. I want to make something that is going to be top quality for someone, even if it takes longer. Even in what I invented, the hair stranding, it takes a long time to prepare, but I chose that because I wanted quality much more than speed. So it was more important for me to get top quality as opposed to getting the product faster to the person. So please remember that principle. It's very important. And stay tuned for our next Limitless Hair Expert video, which will be what is the difference between non-cuticle hair and Remy hair. And I'll see you soon.